Hello out there, all you wonderful people. This is Andre, the Game Idea Guy. Thank you once again for lending me your time and your ear listening into another Magic discussion. And yes, I do know that it has been a long time since I've done one. I gotta get my video series back on track. But that said, Nintendo AR. And someone's probably just like, why? Quite simply because I've already talked about Street Pass becoming part of a mobile app from Nintendo. Why not take the AR stuff that they worked on for the 3DS and turn it into a mobile app and even maybe expand upon it? I mean, they could sell it as a trading card service as well as an augmented reality game. There's no reason they couldn't do both of those things, and they could actually be a lot of fun. I mean, just think about it. You got those, 5, maybe 6 cards that came with the 3DS when you purchased them. And everybody played around with them for a few minutes to see how cool the models and stuff were. But Nintendo could take it a step further because they did have an augmented reality game on the 3DS that took a picture of your face and made little enemies for you to attack. And you could take pictures of other people's faces and add them into the game. So, there's no reason that they couldn't do something very similar with cell phone technology. It's not like, Pokemon Go isn't a thing that they contributed to. But I'm just saying, in the long run, it doesn't hurt anything. And they could make extra money off of selling these cheap but fun little augmented reality cards that turn your phone into a game. Think of it this way. Nintendo AR could be sort of like a hub. Like it's an app that you download, put it on your phone, then you open the hub, and hey, you have a card lying down on your table. You select the card, you select the game, you have a list of games you can play, and these cards have different purposes depending on what game you are playing. Sort of like Amiibo. And actually, they could combine this technology with their Amiibo cards if they really, truly wanted to. But what you get here is you could have different types of games. You could have a Nintendo-based card game, similar to Yu-Gi-Oh! You could take that face game that I talked about from the 3DS and make something out of that. Heck, maybe even just replace your face with faces of characters from Nintendo where you got to shoot them down. Or if you want to even take it a step further, maybe make something like, turn something like that into like a Star Fox mini game that you can play through AR. There are a ton of possibilities for utilizing AR for Nintendo with the cards. They could make one that is very similar to Super Mario Run with the AR, where you're using the AR cards, you scan them in and they become different enemy types that you have to deal with in the game, and you have to just like watch your character hop across different objects in your house. They could do that. Or even have something that allows you to do a panoramic picture of a room or something, and it turns those objects into different platforms, and then you use your character to jump off of the platforms and again jump around and attack certain enemies. Again, there's a lot of possibilities, and it's up to Nintendo to explore it. But I think that it would be cool for them to do something like that. And again, they could use the AR Hub, Nintendo AR Hub, for a multitude of different things. Heck, if you want to be technical, they could even be sneaky and sneak in some VR stuff with it, where you have your little VR headset and maybe a wireless controller that's Bluetooth connected to your phone, and there are plenty of them that exist that are one-handed. Or maybe even make a version of the Joy-Cons that connect to your phone through Bluetooth, like they actually just work with your phone and your Switch, which I wish that they did do. But then you could have something like that where you could even have like a Punch-Out style game using VR headset a mobile VR headset, and they're not expensive. There are a lot of them that are very cheap, where you can scan the character into your phone utilizing the AR, and then put your phone into the little headset and play a game. There are potentially a lot of uses for utilizing AR scanning and stuff like that with a Nintendo. There's just a crap ton of different uses for it. It's up to them to decide, hey, we want to invest ourselves in making that. And they just said that they were spending a lot of money on developing software. So it would not shock me if this became one of the possible things that they were investing their money into. And this could be for new and old franchises. Heck, they could even use the AR thing to give you their old arcade games as a part of it. Like, say you get a damn, what's the character? The character that looks like Mario from Wrecking Crew. You scan that and you can play Wrecking Crew on your phone, or Balloon Fight, or any of the old stuff. Again, it's up to them to make the choice. I mean, I can only suggest a number of different things. I can't be like, Nintendo, you gotta do this. It's not like they're gonna listen to me. At least not directly. So, I think I've done a decent job of explaining how the possibility of this would be good. And I mean, they don't have to call it Nintendo AR because of what I just talked about with all of the other possibilities, but I'm just saying AR is a good starting point. And then they can do all they want with other stuff. But that's it. Thank you guys very much for listening. Keep your eyes and ears out for more stuff from me. And until the next time, enjoy your games. Peace out, everybody.